Engineering might not seem like an obvious topic for a stand-up show, but two comedians are hoping to show its humorous side. Timandra, Harkness and Matt Parker have devised a show called Humans vs. Nature, taking a light-hearted look at how people have overcome the problems that nature has thrown at them and how we're still tackling them today. Fresh from a successful 2-week run at the Edinburgh Fringe, the comedic duo recently brought their Royal Academy of Engineering sponsored show to London, and the engineer went along to see whether technology could be funny as well as fascinating.
It's quite surprising because when we first started trying to go faster than a horse, obviously we looked at the horse, we went, you can see what the problem is here, not enough legs, and from that we got the spin-off technologies of the three-legged race and the pantomime horse. No, we didn't, did we? We went, I know, the wheel. And it was the same with flying. We only started getting somewhere when we stopped trying to imitate nature and instead used a more scientific approach.
We're funded for this show partly by the Royal Academy of Engineering, which is really kind of them, and they've also supported us in terms of helping us do things, putting us in touch with sources and so on. But we're not just setting out to use comedy as a vehicle to tell everyone how great engineering is. It's just as much as that, it's about going, we want to make comedy about things that interest us, and this is something that we both get excited about. And there's things that are a bit controversial that people get excited about, that we like to have arguments about.
Limited resources, because throughout history we have largely burnt stuff. We use burning stuff for everything: cooking, lighting, heating, smelting metal, firing pots, getting rid of witches. You name it, we burnt stuff. And not just wood, either. For a lot of history, we burnt dried animal dung. And in fact, even recently, within the last 10 years, a company in Devon opened a power station. The idea was they were going to generate electricity by using the cow dung from the surrounding farms. And although it didn't work out, I think they deserve a pat on the back for trying.
That joke was funded by the Royal Academy.
Now the audience for the show is interesting because obviously we attract a lot of very nerdy people, let's say, because there are a lot of people who like science, they like engineering, and they will come and see these shows, which is great. To be honest, that's my favourite audience. But we also want to reach other people who wouldn't normally interact with other types of science or engineering communication. So we deliberately made sure it is a legitimate comedy show. So you can, with no engineering background, you can come and watch and enjoy the show, and you will hopefully take away a few facts. So comedy audiences were what we were bearing in mind as we were writing it.
For your body to absorb nitrogen, it needs to be organic nitrogen, and to get organic nitrogen you have to take those two nitrogens, pop them apart, right? Not a chemist, right? And then stick it onto, like, I don't know, a carbon or a nitrogen. Actually, I did this talk once, and someone got to me afterwards and said, if you put it onto the carbon, that's cyanide. Don't do that, right? Probably stick it to a hydrogen, that's my advice, right?
We want people to walk away, ideally, possibly just with a few fun facts initially they can recite, but more importantly this general sense that engineering is not just mechanics and fixing a car. Engineering is about finding ingenious solutions to problems we have, and just this notion that time and time again humans have engineered amazing solutions to a huge variety of problems, and a sense of optimism that we'll be able to continue doing that. So it's kind of that bigger sense of what engineering really is.